One day, the main character woke up inside the room of his female childhood friend. He looked at the bed, and he found his childhood friend named Aki, and she was carrying a pair of defenseless melons. Suddenly his friend woke up too, and she was having her panic attacks. Then friend's mom entered the room to calm down the conflict between them. The childhood friend have no idea why the main character was in her room sleeping, so her mother reminded her that the main character was their homeless neighbor. Yesterday, the main character went home, and unexpectedly, their entire house was under full renovation, because their bathroom had a problem. Then the main character's mother decided to fly abroad to have a vacation with his dad. So, the main character was forced to temporarily stay at the house of his friend, which is their next door neighbor. However, this is a good opportunity for the main character to know his childhood friend better, because the main character is Dora the Explorer, and he will explore the unexplored region of his childhood friend later. The main character have another friend, and he was curious if the main character was already dating Aki. He was not dating his childhood friend yet, because the main character haven't surpassed the friend zone limit. His childhood friend was now bigger and better, but the main character was still undecided. 3 days later, and nothing was happening while they were sleeping in the same room, because the main character have not yet awakened the hidden power of his legendary sword. In the next scenario, Aki's friend noticed that Aki was thinking about the main character. Aki was honest, so she told her that she felt the spark from the main character, and she thinks that this must be love. One afternoon, the main character went home, and he was greeted by the MILF. She wanted him to feel at home, because she have already predicted that the main character will be part of their family soon. Anyways, she told him that dinner was not yet ready, so the main character should take a bath first. The main character went to the bathroom, and he saw a bouncing big surprise from his childhood friend. She was mad at him, so her actions resulted in domestic violence. It turns out that this turn of events was planned by his friend's mom, because the author let her cook. In addition, it seems like the mom don't feel guilty exposing her daughter to her crush. After that event, the main character apologized to Aki, and he feels so bad for looking at her hidden treasures. However, the female childhood friend was fine with her exposure to him. Suddenly, she gathered up her courage, and she was now going to confess her love. But the main character cancelled her proposal, because he don't want to follow ladies first. Then he confessed that he was in love with her. She accepted his vanilla proposal, and the single people community would be happy again watching the relationship of others. Anyways, they did the kissing scene, and after that, they move on to the cultural scene right away. The main character unleashed her massive assets, and he was giving them some professional massage therapy. In addition, he also gave her a helping hand in her flower garden, and she was now leaking the sweet nectar blasting. Then Aki touched his weapon, and she noticed that it was now ready for battle. They are both going to perform their first time graduation ceremony, and they are doing the shameless holding hands. Aki ride on his iron Pegasus, and the main character's legendary sword broke her seal of purity. The main character swapped position with her, so he can fulfill his mission as a missionary of culture. He was clapping her with 10 million power, and luckily, today was a safe day for giving vanilla pie. So, the main character offered his vanilla milkshake in her sacred chamber. The next day, the two childhood friends were getting along very well, and the mom was happy with their character development. The news about them dating spread like wildfire, and their school friends learned the good news. In addition, they are warning them to practice stealth mode, so their neighbors will not hear any clapping sounds. Later that day, despite the warning from their school friends, this new couple cannot hold back their natural instincts. They immediately went to her room, and she started scrubbing the main character's rod with her melons. She allowed the main character to use white explosion anytime and anywhere. Then the main character created a colored white volcanic eruptions in front of her face. After that, they went to the bathroom to have some feeding session. So, the main character feed his girlfriend with a nutritious vanilla milkshake. They went back to the room to perform the clapping ceremony. Then suddenly, they heard that Aki's mother have now returned home. The clapping ceremony must be postponed. However, Aki's flower garden have a mind of its own, so she cannot withdraw herself from the clapping ceremony. The main character used his rod of acceleration, because it was a race against time before getting caught. Then he used his mighty explosion, and they survived the thrilling situation. One day, Aki's mother is going to leave, and she will be back on Monday. This couple will be left at home together, so they will have plenty of chances for doing their clapping exercise. Aki told the main character that she wanted to go on a normal date, because their relationship have already skipped the basic steps. However, the ending of their date would be doing some wholesome stuff. After that, they went to a park to take photos, and do some boating in the lake. then shamelessly drinking on a two-person one cup. They also have a bowling contest, and for the punishment, the loser will do anything the winner says. Their bowling contest started, and Aki won their contest, so she will have the rights to make the main character do anything she wanted. They went back home, and she ordered the main character to make her feel good. She was not sick, so the main character blindfolded her, because he was providing a relaxing massage therapy in her sacred sanctuary. Then he opened it for entry, and he enjoyed chilling inside that comfortable spot. He rotated her in 180 degrees, so he can touch her dirty back door. Eventually, he filled her sacred sanctuary with an exploding vanilla milkshake. The main character wanted to know her better, so he entered her forbidden place that he had not yet entered before. She was mad at him for entering her unholy back door, because the main character was destroying it with his rod of destruction, and that place can never be repaired. Anyways, they continued clapping in the unholy back door, because she was now falling in love with its unique culture. Then the main character keeps on filling that chamber with his overflowing vanilla milkshake. One day, it was the school festival event. These love birds belong to the photography club, and the main character has a collection of his girlfriend's photos. He was flexing his photo collection, because he was deeply in love with her. That made her happy, so they performed the activity applicable for lovers. After a kiss, they performed the standard operating procedure, which is the clapping ceremony. The main character was a multitasker, so he was carrying her melons while clapping at the same time. Then they went to the window area to have a sightseeing, and to enjoy the outdoor view. However, it was too embarrassing to have some public exposure, so they keep away from the window, and continued clapping like wild creatures. The main character use his pounding 9000, and they use explosion attack together. Both of them are not satisfied yet, so they continued clapping secretly. In the next scenario, they asked Aki to become their model for their Cosplay Cafe poster. Aki was popular in their school, so it will bring more customers. Then they asked the main character to do Aki's photo shoot. In addition, their studio was the prep room, so they can have some privacy. The outfits were prepared there, and one of it was extremely cultured. Anyways, the main character suggested some outfit, and they started their photo shoot of her wearing the different kinds of outfits. One of them was the female demon cosplay. Getting photographed while wearing that outfit have some unique culture, so Aki was overcome by her own instinct, and started playing a single-handed gameplay. The main character was surprised by her thirstiness, so he let this female demon get hydrated by letting her directly suck his soul. Then the main character rapidly clap her vacuum chamber, and let the female demon savor the rich flavor of his overflowing colored white soul. After that, the female demon use her special gulp 3000 to make him stand straight again. She was successful with her method, so she will be rewarded with a clapping ceremony. Then they both used their ultimate move together. After that, they continued clapping, because it was an exercise that is good for the heart, since this was a vanilla cultural anime recap. The main character keeps on exercising this demon with his vanilla milkshake, and eventually she is satisfied. Then this is the side effect of their battle, and they need to wash the spilled vanilla milkshake. Aki noticed a very special dress among the outfits, so she took it home. Their cosplay cafe was successful, and the school festival ended. The main character went home, and he looked for Aki. He found her in their room wearing a wedding dress. He was amazed by her beauty, and she was happy that he liked her attire. She have not yet properly told him the romantic words, so she was confessing that she was madly in love with the main character. Then that was a happy ending, and the couples continued saying romantic stuff to make the single people feel more single. That's the end of this cultural anime recap, and thank you for watching. The sauce of this wholesome anime is on the screen, and hoping that my single viewers will find their own vanilla moments.